I'm Anna.
And I'm Megan, and welcome to When Creativity Knocks. We're here with Cindi Bisson at the Makers Fair in sunny California.
Hey guys.
And we have suckered Cindi in once again to show us another one of her fabulous projects. And today we're eating
Yeah,
jam?
we're eating. We're jamming today. Cindi
No,
and I were
don't say
talking
that.
on the phone, and she had this really cute idea for a Suncatcher. And
She challenged me.
I challenged her, and she met the challenge
I
wonderfully.
love a challenge.
Cindy's very competitive.
Yes, it's a
It
sickness.
is super cute. I love it. Love it, love it. So why are we calling it Jammin' Suncatcher?
I don't know why you keep doing the dance when you say that, but go ahead and tell us what this is.
Going on in the background here, guys.
Because we're repurposing again.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use an old jamming. You got me doing
See what
now.
you have. You want to do that lame dance
I wanna
too?
do the
An
dance.
old canning jar.
A canning jar lid, or you can buy just the lids in the store. And we're just going to discard the middle part. We don't
Yeah,
need that.
no, but we're gonna use it for a craft
I was
for
gonna
another
say,
time.
We're
Watch
going
for
to do
the
something else
lid.
with them later on. So stay
That's my
tuned.
job.
So now that we have an empty rim, where do we
have
go?
an empty rim. If you want to spray paint them, you can certainly spray paint them.
Okay.
You know, any way you want to change them. But I'm just leaving them silver because I like the way the light catches them.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. Does really nicely.
Next, I just punched a hole.
Oh, the
using
good old crocodile.
It'll go through anything. Just put it in and punched my first hole.
Okay, so you're doing one on the top and
One
one
on the
bottom.
top.
Did you like measure it at all?
Well, because I'm lazy.
Okay.
And
I think you're resourceful, Cindi.
measurement challenged.
Measurement challenge, whatever she just said.
I just took this
Well, apparently your speech challenge today. So.
other piece of wire and I just kind of eyeballed it. I'm the queen of eyeballing things.
Okay.
And held that in place to decide where to just kind of
Oh,
centered
okay.
it and then punched my second hole.
Very
I
cool.
have a good eye too.
You certainly could measure it and do precise things. You always have good ideas.
I have good
eyes.
Good eye.
Oh,
She has them everywhere.
The-
Everywhere.
Scary.
Right? Story of my life.
Okay, so now we've got our holes in the top and the bottom across from each other. I took a piece of fine gauge wire, and this is, I think, 28 gauge wire.
28?
Okay.
28, but any wire that's thin enough to fit through your beads.
Okay.
Any wire.
Wire. Yeah,
Any wire is thin
comes from
enough.
New England. It's about 10 inches long.
Okay.
I put my first bead on.
Now, okay. I'm
You can use
jumping
any
ahead of
beads.
you. So
You
are
can.
you're wrapping the bead?
Yeah,
so
I
it
had
doesn't
one
fall
here.
off?
Yeah. And then I'm just going to pull it over
Oh, I see, and you're just twisting it.
and twist it.
Super easy.
Yep. So you end up with, that holds it in place.
Sorry, can't help it.
You got to stop with the jamming.
Anna's dancing again. And then I'm putting it through the center.
Oh, so that's gonna lock it in.
That's locking it
Beautiful.
in, so we don't have to
Okay,
use an
got it.
adhesive. And then I just continued beading in the pattern that I wanted to. You can use any different assortment of beads, whatever you like, whatever goes with the kind of theme you're going with.
And you're using all coordinating beads for Blue Moon today?
Yes, yes. All of these
Yeah.
projects were done with Blue Moon beads and embellishments.
Yeah, they have a lot of fun
They
stuff.
have fun stuff, and I love the way the light hits them, and it kind of adds to the sparkle.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not even here. Just go ahead and bead talk.
Come back.
we need to get
Yeah.
you beading
We're
too.
gonna make
You
it
need to
bead.
be fascinated
Yes.
about
No,
that.
I
You
need to
like to
bead
bead,
like I need a
bead.
hole in my head.
Yeah, we're gonna let you bead while Cindy goes
Okay.
on.
No, we'll just let Cindi go on.
So I did the top piece. I went up and just made a little loop at the top.
Okay.
And that's just how I'm using to hang it from your little suction cup or wherever you're going to hang it from
Okay.
your window. For the memory part, I printed the photo on a transparency, an inkjet transparency, so that it shows through, and I traced it with the lid.
Oh,
So
that's
just
pretty.
just talk a little bit about how you did that, because for the viewers at home who've never done that before.
You just they just come in a box, a regular package of inkjet compatible transparencies, and you
Okay.
put it in the printer just like you would a regular paper or
Uh-huh.
photo paper or something like that.
And it tells you there's a right side and wrong side, right?
It
So
tells you
just
right
wanna
on the
do
box
that.
which side is which and how to load them, and it just prints them off with the color on them.
Okay, so let's just hold.
You don't want to
let's-
get them wet.
Let's just hold hold
So.
it out a little bit. There you go. So this is from your garden.
Yeah, this is just a picture of some azaleas from my spring garden. And then I just traced it with a pencil
Okay.
and cut it out.
Okay.
To glue it in, I just used a little bit of the Elmer's Tacky Bond,
Okay.
and I put the glue
You put it on the rim.
right like on the inside of the rim. I put
Okay.
a little bit of it around the inside. We're
Okay.
going to cover it up so it doesn't matter if the
Okay.
glue shows, and it's going to dry clear anyway. So.
Okay. Right. So that's just gonna pop in
Yep,
there.
and then that would go in there.
Okay. Very cute.
And then I went ahead and I did my bottom piece, which is done the same way, only I used about a 7-inch piece of the wire. Same
Okay.
technique as I used for the top, only at the bottom I went and added the glass
flower
to the bottom.
Very cute.
Once I got that on, I put in another layer of the clear drying
Okay.
adhesive inside,
Okay.
and just sprinkled in some of the beads.
Okay, great.
To kind of, it catches the light a little bit more and kind of finishes off the edges, so that if your circle isn't perfect like mine isn't, it doesn't matter.
Okay, it's really great. I
And
love
then
this project.
for more dimension, I had to throw in some charms, another little tchotchkes. This one already has the holes in it, so I just add a little piece of wire. And again, I eyeballed it.
Now, but how did you get it to stick?
I wired it. I used my crocodile.
Okay, so that's what I was
again.
gonna say. You punched holes.
Figure out where your holes are.
Honey,
Okay.
these are a lot of pendants and stuff you would
Yeah, they're meant
find
to be
in
for
the...
children.
No, I know, but I'm asking how. So you are gonna punch the hole wherever the
I
hook's
figure
at?
out wherever your hook is, wherever your opening is,
Okay.
and then eyeball it.
Okay.
And you could always use a permanent marker to make
Make
that
a
little
little
dot.
dot.
It'll be easier for you to find your spot too.
And then I just added a little loop of wire and wired them on here and here.
Okay.
So that it gives you a 3D kind of shadow box effect.
Yeah.
It is. I really love it. It's so cute.
And then you just hang them in the window?
Yep, they're just super easy.
Very cute.
Let's share some more of the ideas. Once you take off, I think I love them all, but the one I like is the water one with the bubbles and the pearls.
Yeah, the little pearls look
That's
like bubbles.
really cute.
That was when we were in Mexico. And
Is that
it's just
your
a great.
husband
It's my
and-
husband and my
Or
boys.
is that
from
just some other guy you found on
That's
the
some other
beach?
man I found on the beach. Sorry, Darren.
Yeah, that's really fun how you did. And then I see the one with the you did a school one at the end with the owl, and then using the wood beads just to give it a different texture.
Kind of a more masculine. And I used
Yeah.
paper to line that one. And
Well, Cindi, thanks so much for hanging out with us today and showing us this great project. And you know what we always say when creativity knocks?
Hey,
open the door.